like doing the best, being a singer, a songwriter, or a producer?
Well, I like all those things about the same. I think my favorite part of my musical life is to perform. Is when I go out and do concerts, and I get a chance to be with the fans and be with the people who are at the show and have a good time. That's my favorite part of my musical life. Writing and producing and singing and all that, I mean, I give them about an equal thing because I enjoy all of that. But performing is my favorite part.
You are also a vice president of Motown for a very long time. What do you do? What do you do as vice president of Motown?
Okay, I did several things as vice president. First of all, when I was first made a vice president, my office was the office that all of the new talent came through. I would sign up new talent. I brought Diana Ross and the Supremes to Motown, and I signed them up. I would sign up new talent. It was my job when I was in Detroit as vice president of the company. I would sign up the new talent and do talent scouting, go out and look for talent and stuff like that. But I was traveling all over the world with the Miracles, so I got a chance to see a lot of talent. When Berry Gordy moved Motown to Los Angeles, he changed my office. My office became like the financial office. I signed all of the payroll checks. I got all the checks in from other people except for the payment of the records, and that's what I did.
I'm going to put you on the spot now.
Okay. Come on.
Who is your favorite Motown group or singer to work with?
You did put me on the spot there. You really did, but because I enjoyed everybody, but I would have to say that my favorite one was Marvin Gaye. Marvin Gaye as far as a solo artist and the Temptations as far as a group. I just enjoyed so much working with both of them. I enjoyed, like I said, everybody. I really did. But Marvin Gaye was such a great singer, and he would always do things with my songs that I never imagined somebody doing when I was writing them. And I would tell him he always Marvinized my songs because he was just a great singer. He would come in and sing your song like he had written it or something. He was just wonderful. And excuse me, the same thing was true with the Temptations. I worked with the Temptations, and a lot of the Temptations, their background vocals became just as popular as the lead vocals almost because, you know, are you familiar with the song My Girl? Yes. And you know in the middle when it say hey, hey, hey and all that stuff like that, Temptations made up all their backgrounds. I'd be showing the lead singer the song, and they'd be on the side making up the background as I was showing them the song. So they were always great to work with, and so those are my two favorites.
How does it feel knowing you made history by playing such an important role in the success of Motown?
I feel really good about that. I feel really good about making history. I only wish that I had known in the beginning that we were making history, because I would have saved everything. See, when you're growing up like you guys are growing up now, and you're doing important things in your lives, and you're doing things that make you happy, and you might write a song or something like that, but you don't think about, well, maybe I should save this, because 25 years now, or 30 years from now, this is going to be valuable. So you don't think like that. So I didn't think like that, because I didn't realize we were making history. I knew we were making music, and everybody was happy, and we were having a good time doing that, but I didn't think about us making history, but we did, and I'm very proud of that.
You were pretty close with Michael Jackson. Tell me about your relationship with him.
Michael was my little brother, and Michael was probably the most talented young man that I'd ever seen in my life. You know, I met Michael when he was about 10 years old, and I always called him the old soul, because when he was 10, he was like somebody, talent-wise, who was 30. He was just a bundle of talent, and he was just he was the greatest overall talent that I think I've ever seen in my life, as far as somebody being able to sing and dance and do all the things that he did. And the closest person to him was a guy named Sammy Davis Jr. that you may not know who he was. But Michael Jackson was the greatest overall entertainer that I ever saw.
What was Michael Jackson like?
Michael Jackson was when he was a little boy, he was very mischievous, and he always liked to play practical jokes on people, and he was a lot of fun and all that, you know. And I regret the fact that I didn't get a chance to spend as much time with him after he got to be grown as I did when he was little, because I think I missed out on something by not getting a chance to spend that kind of time with him. But he was a cool person.
What do you think about the music of today?
Oh, I think about the music of today like I think about music of yesterday and days to come. There's always good music, there's always positive music, and there's always negative music, and there's always been that, you know. And so when people say, I'll just use rap. People say, well, rap is negative. Rap is not negative. Rap is not negative. Rap is, rap is street poetry. And I know some Christian rappers. I know some young groups who rap about God and all that, you know. So it's not rap itself. I think that, see, the world that we live in nowadays, you guys are bombarded with so much negativity all the time on the news. Everything you see about the news is always about how many people got killed, and this is going on negative in this part of the world, and this going on. So you are bombarded with negativity. So the negative rap or the negative songs or whatever it is get the most attention. So people categorize rap or hip hop or whatever with the negativity because that's the ones that get the most attention. But there's some great young artists out there making some great music, and I listen to everybody.
Do you like hip-hop music?
Yes, I do. I like hip-hop music very much.
Who is your favorite hip-hop artist?
I don't have a favorite hip-hop artist because I listen to everybody, and I mean that, you know. I don't know. Do you know anything about Bach? Okay, do you know anything about Beethoven?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Beethoven. I'll use Beethoven then. Beethoven was one of the greatest composers to ever live. They're playing his music right today. If you could see my iPod, I have everybody on my iPod from Beethoven to Nelly. Do you know who Nelly is?
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So, because I enjoy music like that, and I listen to everybody. And so, I don't have a favorite hip-hop artist. I don't have a favorite artist, period, at this point. I just love listening to what I feel like is good music, and I do.
Can you give some advice to the students at our school?
I can give some advice to the students at your school. I beg you to get an education. I beg you to take school seriously. I beg you to try to make something positive of your life. I beg you not to use where you're growing up or your environment or the people that you know as an excuse not to succeed. I beg you to succeed. I beg you to think about doing other things with your lives other than being entertainers or sports figures. See, because, excuse me, especially in the hood, man, that seems like the way out. Let me learn how to really play basketball or football or something like that, or learn how to sing or rap or something, because that's the way out. We need teachers. We need professors. We need scientists. We need people we need politicians. We need some more Barack Obamas. You know what I mean? So I beg you to think like that. I beg everybody at your school to think like that. And think about being a positive human being and getting something positive out of life and making your life and influencing others around you to be positive. You don't have to adhere to negative peer pressure. If somebody comes up to you and say, hey man, let's go do something wrong. And you say, well, no, I don't want to do that. And they say, well, you ain't my man. Too bad. Because they're not your man anyway. They're not your friend if you have to be doing wrong stuff to be with them or to be their friends, they're not your friends. They are not your friends. Your friends, your real true friends, they're going to love you regardless. Even if you do something wrong, your real true friends are going to love you. They don't have to do it wrong or follow you doing wrong, but they're still going to love you. Anybody who don't love you because you don't do wrong, they don't love you. They're not your friends. So if I have a message for the kids at your school, that's my message. Be positive. Make something of your lives. Don't make excuses. Make your life.
My teacher, Miss Kelly, has a giant crush on you. Will you help me get some extra credit and give Miss Kelly a shout out?
Miss Kelly, I love you, and I want you to give him some points for this because I love you so much, and I love you because you are a teacher. And I love you because you're teaching them and because you're taking the time in your life to work with kids. You can't do anything any better than that. So, Miss Kelly,
You have been featured as a guest judge on American Idol. Can you please judge our talent? we're going to sing a popular song that you wrote for the Temptations.
All right, let's see this.
I've got sunshine on a sunny day.
When it's cold outside, I got the month of May.
Well, I guess you'll say, what can make me feel this way? My girl, my girl,
My girl.
talking about my girl.
Take it away, Smokey.
Okay. All right, you didn't know the words. So that's my judgment. You didn't know the words. No, but that was good, man.
What do you think?
What'd you say?
What do you think?
What did I think about what you just did? That was all right. See, I'm real when it comes to music. It was all right. It wasn't great. It was okay. I think you need to practice. I think you need rehearsal. I think you need to learn the words. You know, so it could have been a lot better. So work on it. Now, how you feel about that?
Good.
Okay, good. There you go. All right.
We just got done interviewing Smokey Robinson. David, how do you think we did?
Horrible! No, I'm just joking. You guys did good, and you did very great. Keep it up.
How do you think we did, Stafford?
Awesome. I never met Smokey Robinson. This is a great experience for me. It was such a great opportunity to meet Smokey Robinson.
It sure was. He is truly a legend. Don't forget, without Smokey Robinson, Motown would not have been as successful as it was, and the music of today would not be the same. During a time of poor race relations, he helped make the music of African Americans popular all over the world for people of all colors.